Hi everyone, welcome to Firesoultarot. I hope you're all keeping well. So let's find out your future spouse jealousy for you while you're going to be married. For pile 1 we have the dreams come true, for pile 2 the material attachment, and for pile 3 the rekindle card. So I'll see you at your pile, and pause the video if you need more time to pick. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So before I start, just a quick reminder that when I reach 3000 subscribers, I'll be selecting a winner for a personal private reading of 30 minutes. And if you want to participate, you can check the description box below. So let's begin the reading. This reading, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to look at the situations that are going to trigger this jealousy in your future spouse. Then I'll be looking at your future spouse energy in those situations. Then I'll look at your energy in those situations, and then I will look at let's say the final outcome of the moments where there is this jealousy going on from your future spouse. So the first message with this card, dreams come true, for me is that because you are the dream person for your future spouse, they are pretty jealous of you because they really treasure you. So they found you, and they don't want to lose you to anyone. And therefore, the first reason why your future spouse will be jealous is because there is this fear that I can already feel of losing this treasure that they found. So let's have a look now more in details at what particular situations are going to create this jealousy moments. Let's see. It says here, have faith, your rainbow will come smiling through. So I feel like your future spouse has waited for this rainbow smiling through for a very long time. And so when they finally meet you and find you, and they're like, well, that's mine now. Nobody can have my rainbow. That's the message I'm getting there, you know. It's like a dream, and they don't want to share that dream with anyone. So this is the 9 of Swords. So yeah, we start with the anxiety. The anxiety about sharing you. Let's see, 4 of Cups. Yeah, the fear of losing you here. And the Hermit. Okay, but let's see, when is this going to happen? The Hierophant. Let's see at the bottom of the deck. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So far, through this spread, what's coming through is not really the situation when your future spouse is jealous. It's more like the reason why they're jealous. Because all through this entire spread, I see someone very much in love with their partner. If you're a woman watching, this man will want to show you how much they love you by gifting you jewels and, you know, giving you material things in order to sort of appease their own anxiety about losing you. Okay, it's more like sort of their coping mechanism, like what this is the case of an husband. And then if you are a man watching, I feel like you. Okay, I'll tell you in a minute what I think if you're a man watching. Let me first speak to the women. So if you're a woman watching and looking for a husband, this husband is going to love you so much that they're going to want to do a lot for you. Because I see this man gifting a necklace, a precious gold necklace, and surprising this woman. And this, because this is a 9 of Swords, this really tells me that this is their way of calming their sense of anxiety in terms of making sure that you are theirs. Okay. The other card here is the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups often talks about rejection. So I see here a man bowing down to a woman and be very kind, very gentle, offering their help. Again, this is another way that your future husband will try to show you how much they love you and how much you're theirs, because they will want to be of service to you. So I see gift giving, acts of service. And then there is this man in this picture, which is thinking very strongly of a woman that's in the little picture here, picture frame, and thinking, oh, this is my light. This person is my dear one, because I see the smile on his face. So this person is going to think about you a lot. Then I see the Hierophant, which is a card of commitment. So, you know, your husband will think, oh, this is my spouse. And, you know, there is this sense of, in a way, possessiveness, because the Hierophant is about traditions and things that are in a way unchangeable, you know, things that are fixed things, habits, rituals. So you become part of their life in such a fixated way. They don't want anything to be changed, which could happen if somebody else interfered with this and upset the current state of things, which is you two being together as a married couple. So I see definitely this energy of commitment and wanting to reaffirm commitment. And then I have the Eight of Pentacles. So if, you know, your husband will be, again, acting like in a playful way with you and bringing you around even on their back, like this man would do anything for you, I can tell from this spread. And now, if you are a man watching, I see that your wife would be jealous if they felt that somebody else was around, and your wife would be wanted to be reassured of their presence in your life by you giving her a gift that makes her understand how valuable she is for you. And again, the same is valid for this situation where your wife will want you to show how gentle and caring you are as a husband, in order to reassure her again that everything is okay between you two. Now, so I think what's coming through here really is about thoughtfulness and being caring for each other, showing how much you care for each other. But there isn't yet a specific situation, so I'm going to check with another deck. Okay, so let's figure it out. Which situation specifically would pile one's future spouse be jealous of them? We have the Ace of Cups, the Chariot, there you go. Now we got more of a situation. The Magician, no, the High Priestess. Nearly gave me Magician vibes. And the King of Wands. Okay, there you go. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups as well. Okay, so the moment when your future spouse will be the most jealous about you is when you two will spend some time at a distance from each other. Because I see the Chariot, which is about traveling. So if for any reason you two are not in the same location and you're traveling by yourself, this is going to be triggering the jealousy of your future spouse. And I also see this map. So your future spouse kind of checking on the map where you are and also there is the High Priestess, which tells me that if, let's say, you're particularly quiet, you're not texting them as much, you're not communicating with them as much, your future spouse is going to start feeling jealousy arising and doubts, and is going to start feeling like, why is she's not texting me, why she's away, she is away, and there is a silence, why is this happening? So that's when the jealousy comes. And the Ace of Cups here shows that there is an immense amount of love that your future spouse feels for you, which is at the base of the fact that which is the reason why he or she will be jealous, because they love you. And also the fact that they see you as very attractive as a person, so they think you're a catch, and that basically you could attract pretty much anyone. And therefore this jealousy is not going to be appeased, is not going to be resolved until you two actually finally spend some time together and reunite after this trip, after this moment of distance, whatever the reason was for the distance to be there. So let's now have a look at their energy more in detail. So what is going to go through your future spouse mind, heart at the time when this is taking place, when you're away traveling or they're away traveling and somebody's away and there is a bit of silence, there's not as much communication between each other. So that's the situation. What will go through their mind? Oh, there you go. Seven of Swords, it couldn't be more clear. Yeah, clearly what is going to go through their mind is that you could be cheating on them. So there is definitely this fear coming through. Okay, very, very clear, straightforward message. What else? Yeah, Six of Pentacles, it came out in reverse. So they're going to think, my husband or my wife is giving to someone else, and at the bottom of it all is because this person is in love with you. Two of Cups here, Two of Cups repeated here. So this person absolutely loves you, and they're afraid that you will form a loving bond with somebody else when you're away or when they're away, and when there is a little bit of silence. Let's see the bottom, the World in reverse. Oh, they're gonna think that you're entertaining an ex-lover, an ex-partner, somebody, an ex, that you may still feel a connection with. This is exactly what's coming through, because the World in reverse talks about not having ended a love story. So what they are going to be really afraid of is that you are linking back in with an ex. Okay, very clear message. Now let's see what your energy is going to be like in this situation. Right, so what is pile one's energy in this situation? I'm gonna actually remove the bottom of the decks and just leave the card because it's occupying too much space. There you go. Okay, so let's see. How are you going to feel about this situation? Well, let me see. Actually, I want to check, is your future spouse going to try to communicate with you? Because I want to then see your reaction if they try to communicate. Let's see. Are they going to try to communicate with you? The Star. That kind of sounds a bit like I'm healing at a distance. I'm trying to keep calm. I'm trying to keep cool. No, they're not going to communicate with you. Three of Swords reverse. They're really trying to let go of this fear that is really hurting them. and they feel like they don't know what's happening because there is the silence between you two with the High Priestess, and they're trying to heal their inner wound of fear of betrayal. That's really what it is. Okay, we're clear on that. Now let's see what your energy is going to be like. So they're not going to try to call you and check out on you or something. Check up. Okay, what's your energy in this situation? Let's see. What is pile one's energy? What is your energy? Five of Swords reverse. You don't want to fight. You don't want to fight with your future spouse. What is this? The Fool in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. What else? The Eight of Cups reverse. Okay, and then the Devil in reverse. Okay, so I feel that because there is this silence between you two, you're going to be afraid that your future spouse themselves doesn't like is going to let go of you. And you know, there is the Eight of Cups as well. Now it's in reverse. You're actually thinking, no, it cannot be possible, but the doubt is there, and you're going to try not to do anything in particular, but rather releasing your own inner doubts, your own inner fears about this situation. That there is this kind of awkward silence at a distance, I feel, and you are trying to keep calm yourself and not to do anything that could be foolish in a way. You know, you're trying to release your own fears of what if my husband, wife doesn't doesn't stay around with me because I'm away or something. And so there is, I feel like this is going both way, nearly both ways, because there's also the devil here. So I feel like you both fear this betrayal or the possibility of a fallout between each other. It's actually because you're away physically from each other. I feel like this could be a sort of a relationship that has some elements of distance between each other, because there is this clear indication of travel and being away for some period of time at least, and at that point, this being the situation that both of you are actually fearing. Your spouse is fearing betrayal straightforward, and you are fearing instead that they will abandon you. So you have two different wounds. Your spouse has the betrayal wound to heal, and you have the fear of abandonment. So between you two, you're just like basically with each other. I think you're healing these parts of yourself that need healing, and this is why this is your future husband or wife, because, and this is why they're your life partner. They're teaching you this lesson about trusting in true love. You know, the Two of Cups, this bond that you both feel for each other. Okay, so I feel this is what's going on. Big lessons for you both, honestly. Anyway, let's see now what is going to be the final outcome of this situation, because we need to see the bottom of it. So what will occur like after these triggering situations of fear and fear of betrayal, fear of abandonment will take place? The world in reverse. You are not going to split. You are not going to go your separate ways. Seven of Cups reverse. Let's see. Six of Pentacles reverse. It's not all in reverse, just to let you know. Oh my gosh. Seven of Wands fell on the ground upright, and Strength in reverse. Okay. At the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Pentacles reverse and the Knight of Pentacles reverse. This is the two of you. I think you two are going to have to overcome major fears, major obstacle. Like, it's gonna be a challenge, I feel. You two are not gonna split, but and you two will understand that there is no other option that either of you wants. But at the same time, I feel you both will feel defensive towards each other, and as if the fact that you are in love with this person doesn't like makes you feel weak in a sense. It's though it's a good week because you're both very much in love with each other, and this is why you both feel like your heart is in the hands of the other person, and so that's why the vulnerability will be there. So that's why you will feel like, oh, I need to defend myself and kind of fight maybe the opponents, the people that could um bring to our division, like to our separation, if one of us wouldn't be, let's say, faithful to the other. So there is this energy of not being as generous with each other, but let me clarify this because I need to understand better what what is the Six of Pentacles reverse. Okay, this wants to come. Four of Swords reverse. You see, this is something you both need to heal, because at the time when you two will feel insecure, because that's an energy of insecurity, at the time when you both will feel insecure because of this jealousy that you both feel, you will both feel like you are unsure if you should continue giving to each other, you know and this is the unhealed part of you both, because probably in the past you have kept giving to people that weren't worthy and to people that weren't loyal to you, and therefore you're both going to be in a doubt. You see the way that these two court cards, which represent you and your future spouse, are both in reverse. You both will be upset because you need to clarify. You see, at the bottom we have the Hangman, because you both need to gain a new perspective about love and relationship, a new perspective that is more healed. So it is a process, I can already see. Now I want to also see the energies of you both through these cards. What is your future spouse's energy when this is occurring? Chemistry. Your future spouse will try to involve you physically, like they will try to, let's say, sort of reaffirm that you are theirs by taking you physically in a sensual encounter. So yeah, they're very much going to use their ability to link you in, to lock you in, with their touch, with their cooking you something, with the senses. They're going to try to, you see, the Taurus, it's about sensuality, the senses, the 3D feelings, and they're going to try to kind of get you back in their energy by making you feel extremely physically satisfied through the taste, the touch, the whatever you two will be doing together. So that's what I'm getting here. Let's see your energy. What's your energy in this situation? Truth. You will be telling your future spouse how much you love them, how much you care for them. You're going to use your voice to soothe any fears that you perceive your future spouse has got. You're going to lock hands and you're going to whisper in their ears, I love you so much and I'll never leave you. and that's going to really soothe your future spouse and make them feel at peace back again and able to sleep again, because I feel like your future spouse at times might not sleep because they fear, when you're, let's say if you are sometimes at a distance, they fear that they could be betrayed. So this is the Aquarius. You may have Aquarius in your chart, and your future spouse could have Taurus in their chart. 3 and 22 would be relevant numbers in your life. There be a date of birth or a month of birth or a repeated number that you see. So yes, that's definitely what I see. Let me see more. What's your future spouse energy? I really love this. You two both will try to make it better in the way that you know how to make it better, you know. Let's see, your future spouse. 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is the energy of protecting yourself, not wanting to be 100% vulnerable. I feel like your future spouse is going to hold back how much they missed you when you were away, how much they're not going to be completely open in telling you how much they feared for you to betray them. They're not going to really communicate as much. I feel this turmoil that's happening in them, but I'm pretty sure that you will perceive it, and this is why you're going to speak sweet words to them to reassure them. Let me see what else. It's actually very cute what's happening between you two. I see you both trying really hard to make each other feel comfortable. Look at the 6 of Cups as your energy. You are such a sweet, loving soul. When you will be at a distance, you will miss your future spouse so much. So you're going to be thinking about them. You're going to be replaying every single moment you spent together, making love and being close to each other. So I really feel like there is a lot of sweet feelings between you two, and very loving, and yeah, I mean, you just care for each other so much. That's what's transpiring through this reading for me. So this is really what all that the messages I wanted to come through. If you like this reading, please like the video, subscribe to my channel to support my work, and share this with anyone you think could benefit from watching it. And please let me know in the comments if you felt this was your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Hi Pal2, welcome to your reading. You picked the material attachment card. I feel like from this card that the moment jealousy will arise for your future spouse is when you will be too focused on either your work or let's say your fitness routine or your self-care routine, something that is in regards to material attachments, or you know, anything to do with material things. So when your future spouse sees you too focused on something else rather than them, I feel like they're going to feel this jealousy arising. And it says too much focus on visible trappings. So when there is too much of this focus on things that are not, let's say, related to the loving feelings between you two, then the jealousy will start. But let's see now the specifics with another deck. Basically what I got as a first initial message is when your attention is really somewhere else, that's when the jealousy of your future spouse will start rising, because it feels like you're nearly possibly ignoring them and they don't like that feeling. Let's see. Yeah, King of Pentacles, you see, this is the focus on the material wealth, on the, you know, focus on work, focus on if you are an entrepreneur, focus on your business. This is all the attention that goes into other things that are, especially in regards to the acquisition of wealth, that really take away the attention from the love and romance, because in fact it's followed by the Knight of Cups, which really is the opposite energy, quite nearly, because that's exactly the thing that your future spouse sort of misses from you, is that kind of romantic, more romantic side. And so when that occurs, your future spouse will be like, okay, why my husband or my wife isn't giving me that kind of romance that, let's say, we had before, or we used to have maybe a month ago, and it's not there anymore. What's happening? Why is this why is work now so important? Is it because she doesn't love me anymore? So this is the type of dynamic I see here happening. I mean, these are things that occur in married couples quite often. That because we are not anymore in the stage where we are there for each other to conquer, let's say, each other. The beginning stages are always very exciting. The dating part is like when you want to make sure that the others recognizes your value, and you kind of give the best, and then the marriage may sort of kind of settle a bit this energy a long time, because so the romance may not be as sparkly as initially, because work takes over, the responsibility is what you have to achieve. So let's see, and that's the dynamic I see here. That's actually confirming perfectly this first card, so I'm not surprised to see this energy already popping. But let's see what else. Oh, look at the romance in the Ten of Cups. This is so lovely. So basically, what your future spouse will feel like they're missing out on is this sort of very romantic energy of nearly like a serenade, being receiving a serenade from your special person, from your husband or wife. And Four of Pentacles, because you're all focused on you see how this lady specifically here, she's looking after herself. She's very well dressed. She has her hair done. She has basically she's looking after herself and her abundance. Four of Pentacles is about an energy of holding back, is an energy of maybe looking after your savings account, and or else is also an energy of holding your energy, all for yourself. Look at this picture. Actually, the two ladies in here, they both look very well looked after, very well dressed, perfectly, perfect makeup, perfect hair, everything is right, top notch. And the husbands are here at the back thinking, where is she? Not even looking at me, she's not even paying attention to me. Why? What's happening? So if you are a man watching, that's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel like she's not even looking at me. And same for the women. I mean, this is energy. It doesn't have to be specifically as is depicted. It could be the same type of energy that your husband gives off, and you're like, but so my husband is doing their fitness routine, their work and all, and where is the time for me? Where is the attention? Why is this not happening? Is there something going on? What's the story? And the jealousy will start rising. Let's see the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Cups, yeah. And you or your future spouse, like, I mean, you, the viewer, whomever you are, no, that's a queen, but doesn't matter. This is energy. You're gonna be in your feelings and feeling like, actually, that's their energy, because they're the jealous one. We're looking at their jealousy, so that's their energy. They're going to be in their feelings thinking, I love this person, but where is the attention towards me? I'm not receiving that attention, that emotional attention that I require. You see the Knight of Cups energy, when there is an offer of emotions. This Ten of Cups depicts an offer of emotions again. And the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Emotions. So your future spouse will be jealous because they feel basically a little bit neglected. And they're thinking and feeling like, what's happening here? Why is my husband or wife not giving me that kind of romance? So there is going to be a question mark. So let's have a look now. So this is the situation. Let's now have a look at specifically their thoughts and feelings when this is happening. I want to go even deeper, and go a further layer down to dig into their mind and heart and see what are they actually feeling right when this jealousy arises. Yeah, the Seven of this came out in pile 1 as well. The Seven of Swords reverse. They're going to feel like there must be something going on. There must be some cheating going on, some lying. Like my spouse must be hiding something from me because I'm not receiving this love back as it was before, and I can't explain this. Well, all the while, I think you're going to be focused just on your business, your work, your savings, your fitness routine, your healthcare, whatever it is, material things. Eight of Cups. So, okay, your future spouse. Oh my gosh, pile 2. They're going to contemplate walking away from you. Let me see where this goes. What else? Star in reverse. They're gonna be so upset. They're like, this can't be repaired. They're kind of in a very strong energy of desperation, I would say. Like, this cannot be repaired. I better walk away because there must be something going on. I can hear them like nearly talking to me there. Look, Knight of Wands reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is the cheater, this is definitely the cheater. They're thinking that you are cheating on them. While you instead are just focusing, I'm going to check your energy, but you instead, it looks like you're just focusing on work. Okay, so let's check your energy now. What in this situation is your energy? What's when your future spouse will be jealous because you're not giving that love and that romantic time? What's going to happen because you're focused on work? Okay, your energy is the Hierophant reverse. You're pissed. Sorry, you're pissed off at the fact that they're even thinking of walking away. You're not happy with it. You're like, well, if you want to walk away, there might be even a conversation. I'm gonna ask, but if they're gonna start a fight, which I haven't seen yet here, but I'll have a look now. You look like, well, yeah, I'm giving up as well. If you feel like you can walk away from me just like that easily, I'm gonna be just giving up on this too. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna say, I was just working. I was so busy with all the responsibilities, all the things I had to do, all the chores, routines, and even this could be even like daily chores, like I was so busy with cleaning the kitchen, washing the dishes, and looking after the children. And so I was actually, at the end of the day, I was so tired, I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. And you're here thinking of walking away. Like, what is this? You're gonna say, basically. Like, so that's, I see a bit of a discussion here. Oh, there you go. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, this is the energy of the Six of Swords, walking away from, like, moving away from something that is distressing and wanting to go to a more calm place. So you're going to actually try to make reason with your future spouse, saying, well, do you really want to walk away and close the relationship, the marriage? Like, do you really want to divorce at this point, separate or go and separate, do a separation? Do you really want to throw everything that we built together off the curb? Look at the Six of Cups in reverse. You're gonna feel upset about this emotionally, like you're not happy with the fact that they're even suspecting you being deceitful and betraying them. You're not having it. I can definitely see this. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at this situation. There is really nothing funny about it, but it's just I'm laughing because I can kind of feel the sort of the breakout of the this argument, really, to be honest. Let me check. Is there gonna be like an argument, a proper argument going on here? Like what's, or is it gonna be a silent sort of a passive aggressive type of behavior? What's going on here with this jealousy? Yeah, Page of Pentacles reverse. That talks about not being direct, a bit of a passive aggressive. Three of Wands. Let's see. Two of Pentacles reverse. What's going on here? Seven of Cups reverse. At the bottom we have, oops, the Knight of Cups reverse. Okay. And the Five of Pentacles fell on the ground, so I'm taking it because it's a message. Okay, I feel like pile two. I feel like you will notice a change in the mood of your future spouse. You will notice that they are upset, that they're kind of feeling hopeless. You will kind of read this in their face. You will feel that they're becoming sort of restless, even they're feeling very agitated, but at the same time it's a mixture of anger and hopelessness, and they feel like there is no tomorrow. Okay, so they're really dramatizing, I feel, this instead of openly discussing, I feel. And you're catching on this, and you're going to try to make peace and say, well, let's try to move forward from this. I was busy. Let's try to understand each other. And I feel upset as well. I feel like we are kind of breaking a very lovely bond between each other, and that doesn't really make sense to me. And they're going to, after a bit of silence treatment that they give you, like I feel like your future spouse is going to give you a bit, that kind of moment where when you're upset, they're going to be upset, so they're going to be like, okay, I can't really speak right now, otherwise I will just burst out and kind of burst out and shout instead of talking, so they're kind of holding it in. But eventually I feel like with a bit of your good side of being trying to make peace, they're going to open up and tell you, well, I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you to show up with romance, but you didn't. You were all caught up in your business, in your daily routines, whatever you had to do, and I felt very neglected. And I don't want to be treated like I'm a choice, like I'm one of your many options, and you're not even picking me. I feel like you're leaving me behind here. And so, I mean, this is kind of a conversation I see happening. I want to see your response to this conversation. Let me get another deck. Now, obviously, pile two, the fact that you're listening to this tarot reading, it's really for guidance, because you can obviously try to avoid all of this, because you know what triggers your future spouse response in terms of feeling neglected and the jealousy that arises from that. So you know that this is sort of the dynamic now, because we have done this reading, so you can probably avoid this argument and this this jealousy rising, because now you know that if you maybe balance better your work life in family life, with your romantic life, or even if you don't have family yet and this is a situation just the two of you, if you better balance your work life and daily routine type of life with your love life, I don't think this will occur. So tarot is not just prediction. Tarot is about guidance, and so tarot shows what the potential of what could occur, but it's not written in stone. This can change, and I always try to encourage people to reflect on the fact that they have the power to change their life by the choices that they make. So this basically is sort of an advice from spirit on how to better manage your relationship with your future spouse so that this doesn't even have to happen. Okay, so let's have a look anyway. After they basically finally say what was the issue with them, what are you going to answer? At this point, I'm curious to see the conversation, I think. I mean, this is for entertainment purposes, but as well as for advice. Okay, let's see. So you're going to say, well, let's move forward. I mean, after all, we do love each other and we do think that we are in each other's life for a reason. Like, I mean, this is a major arcana. The Wheel of Fortune. Like, we have come into each other's life for a reason. So let's work on this. Let me see what else. What are you going to say? Yeah, Five of Cups. Let's move forward from the disappointment, and let's look back at our love. Let's turn around from whatever has happened that upset you, and then it's upsetting me now, and let's look at our actual love. Yeah, let's heal this. There you go. Let's heal this. Let's share again our love. Let's find better ways to share our love. Yeah, the High Priestess. Let's dig into our wiser selves. Like, let's look at things in a wise way. Yeah, let's move on and find a point of agreement where we do not need to control each other. The Emperor reverse. We do not need to control each other. We need to trust each other because we do love each other. The Two Cups here is the Two of Cups, which is also represented in the Five of Cups here. Two of Cups. So we do love each other and we know it. There is this inner knowing that we both have. So let's work on this and let's come together again in a victory and make this better, and let's lose a bit the grip of this control that we need to have on each other's lives. Let's trust each other and work on this. So I feel like you're gonna talk words of wisdom. I think this High Priestess energy is your energy. You're going to be kind of trying to make sense of what just happened and release it. So I'm going to gather a few more cards for your energy from other oracle decks, and then that will be the end of the reading. Let's see, what is your future spouse's energy in this situation? Look at this freedom, and look at the, as I said, your future spouse definitely has this energy of, well, if my husband or my wife is not going to give me what I need, I'm going to cut it off and walk away. So there is a little bit of like your future spouse, you see, has risks to be not even checking if there was something real. You see, they're kind of making an assumption that you're cheating. They haven't even really got it right, because you, in your cards, there is no cheating. There is nothing like that. So they are kind of misunderstanding and completely this is literally the jealousy talking, it's like that kind of jealousy when it arises that makes you blind to reality. The reality is that you were busy dealing with whatever tasks you had to deal with, and they took it as, oh, this person doesn't care for me, they're cheating on me, they're betraying me, and I'm gonna cut it off. So it's like that kind of jumping the gun. I mean, jumping to conclusions, misjudging you. Okay, so let's see your energy. That's so clear. Honestly, we're having confirmation after confirmation in this reading. Yeah, they're like, well, if they treat me this way, I'm going to be free. Freedom. Oh my gosh. Extreme. And look at you. Trials. You're going to be, this is a test. I need to pass this test with my spouse. You're going to feel trialed. You're going to feel like this is a test to pass that the universe is putting in front of you. And you're going to pass the test because I see you two reconciling. Look at this lady now. This is the same. Look at that. This is the same chariot in this picture and that picture. So this is like a sequence when then finally your person will be like, oh yeah, sorry, I completely misunderstood, because I got completely crazy with jealousy and at that point, and you're like, yeah, don't worry, it's okay, I love you, and you know. So yeah, and you see there is the Sagittarius energy, which is like about positivity, Jupiter energy, like things will get better between you two, thanks to your wisdom, pile 2, thanks to you. Let's see again, what is your future spouse's energy during this jealousy situation? Okay, let's check it out one last time. Okay, this one I need to cover. Yeah, the Three of Cups, of course. Your partner, your husband or wife will be imagining you having the time of your life with somebody else, cheating on them. Because the three, the Three of Cups is typically a card of, in combination obviously with the Seven of Swords, is a card of talks about betrayal, and it looks like these two people are really enjoying themselves, having the best time of their life together. So that's what your future spouse is imagining. Is imagining you entertaining somebody else, and therefore, and therefore thinking, oh well, if that's the way they're going to treat me, I'm going to cut it off. Let's see your energy. Let's see. I'm very curious. This reading is literally confirming itself step by step. This car was jumping. Let's see. Look, the Six of Swords, which is exactly the energy you are embodying here. You're gonna make then at that point passionate love with your future spouse, because you're gonna make them understand, look, all I want is you. I don't even care or think of other people. All I want is you. And you're gonna just make passionate love very like kind of you see the way these two people are outdoor. It's kind of in the rush of the moment. It's not even you're not even in the bedroom. Your future spouse is just going to take you and be like, come here, you are the one I want, I don't care about anybody else. What are you thinking? Why are you even thinking this way? So you're going to be then very satisfied about this outcome and the fact that they have reassured you that you are the one and they only want to conquer you. Look, the Six of Wands here beside this card. So it's like conquering you back and be like, look, I'm not looking for anybody else but you, so please don't be talking nonsense. That's exactly what's going to happen here. Anyway, so this was your reading. If you liked it, please like this video, share this with anyone you think could benefit from watching this. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I appreciate anybody that supports my work through these ways. And then I would love to hear your comments and let me know if this resonated. Thank you so much and have a great day. Okay, hi Paltri, welcome to your reading. You picked the Rekindle card. I feel like one of the reasons, at least one of the situations that will make your future spouse jealous is the thought that you could rekindle with an old flame, because here it says an old flame returns. So let's say if somebody from your past contacts you and your future husband or wife is aware of it, is aware of this person contacting you, that's definitely going to be a trigger for jealousy. Let's see, let's go into more details. So what's the situation? I'm gonna be looking first at the situation. Oh, just as a reminder, I'm gonna be, when I reach 3,000 subscribers, I'm gonna select a winner for a free private reading with me. If you want to participate, you can check the description box below. But let's see, what's the situation that's going to make your future spouse jealous? You see, a meeting. This is the 10 of Wands, yeah. A meeting, possibly thinking that you're meeting somebody that you had an ending with. 10 of Wands, the ending of something passionate. So that's the old flame returning. Yeah, it's confirming the card that here shows the rekindling of an old flame. What else? Now that doesn't have to be for real. Like if they either if they think you could be connecting with someone from the past. Let's say maybe they are aware that you have somebody that has been very significant from your past, and they are afraid that you could feel still attraction for them. This could be one possibility. The other possibility is if they see that you somehow this person contacts you somehow, or if you accidentally meet them on the street and your husband or wife is aware that you bumped into this person from your past. That's definitely what I see here. This old flame returning. Let's see. Yeah, look at the 7 of Cups. Yeah, your future spouse will think, oh, now here we go, my husband or my wife has got options. This person wants them. So that's what is happening. Ace of Cups, this person loves you. Your husband or wife will love you so much. And with the Chariot, okay, this situation could occur when you are traveling. You could bump into your old flame while you were, let's say, taking a trip somewhere. It could be even a day trip, like it could be even you taking the metro, for example, and going to work, and you tell your husband or wife, oh, you know what, on the way to work I met such and such, and your husband is going to be like, is this one thinking we're talking about? Is this your ex? Something of that sort, you know, or is this your old crush or something like that? And there is the jealousy is going to stir up, because they're going to think, oh, they might be reconnecting, you see. Maybe they're reconnecting. That's what's going to stir up the jealousy. Thinking you two could be kind of having an adventure together somewhere, you know, like anyway, that's the situation. Let's see. At the bottom I have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is the fear of your future husband or wife, that you will leave them in the dust, that you will leave them behind because you are engaging with somebody else. 5 of Pentacles is about abandonment, loss, is about being neglected by your, in this case, by your spouse. So that's their fear. Okay, now let's see. So, I mean, that's the jealousy situation. Like, this is a situation that will make them feel jealous, okay? Now, let's have a look at, I want to dig into their feelings and thoughts even further. Let's see exactly what they're thinking and feeling at the time when they hear this news that you somehow bumped into either your ex, your first crush. They're gonna be in their head. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Feeling like really disturbed by the news that you just gave them. Feeling like they're trapped in their thoughts. Then that they feel like bruised by this news that you just communicated with them. Wow, they're shattered by this news. 4 of Pentacles reverse. They feel like they're losing you. My gosh, oh my gosh, so dramatic. 5 of Swords reverse. Yeah, this is a sense of being defeated. Oh, I've lost the battle. My husband, my wife is talking to their ex or their ex crush or whatever. Seven of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Swords also flipped. Wow. They're gonna feel like really like, okay, I'm not investing anymore into this because this is just not good for me. I feel really, this is having an argument and exchanging harsh words. Actually, I see like harsh words that I feel like your husband or wife will talk to you in response to you communicating about having bumped or met this person. They're going to first go into defensive mode and being in their thoughts, then feeling like you're going to leave them in the dust. Then they're going to argue with you and going to say, well, what so what does this mean? And and they might be even a little bit cutting. Why are you telling me this? I mean, is that important for you? Things of this sort. And Queen of Swords, this is the queen that represents, a person that wants to divorce, honestly. Now, again, I said this in pile 2. We're talking about jealousy, which is a totally irrational feeling, okay? It's probably one of the most irrational feelings together with anger. And I see anger here as well. But what I see here is that basically the thing that I said for pile 2 is that tarot is not just predictive. It's the prediction of what it could occur because your future spouse has got certain triggers and certain things may stir up something of jealousy. In this case, we're talking about the jealousy. So this reading serves the purpose of guiding you in understanding the mentality and the logic that your future spouse follows, and therefore is advice for you to prevent this situation by handling it differently. So, for example, not being so light-hearted in talking about having met your ex or your ex-crush or whatever, because that, not that you need to hide things from your husband or wife, but the thing is, you need to be careful because you communicating this kind of thing already puts the attention of your spouse onto this type of matter. And if this crush of yours, ex-crush or ex-partner, doesn't really mean anymore anything to you because you love your future spouse, then probably not mentioning it could be even better. Not because you're trying to hide it, but because you're trying not to put the attention onto something that actually is irrelevant to you in your life. I hope I'm making sense with these words now, or with these ideas that I'm trying to convey. Now let's see your energy in this situation, because now I want to see how you're going to react to your future spouse getting completely upset and completely losing it. Honestly, they're kind of losing it, I can tell, because they already are talking about divorce at that point. They're like, oh, at this point, I'm not even investing in you anymore. I want a divorce, or threatening it, threaten to separate, divorce, do something, so that kind of jump into conclusions. All right, let's see. So, how are you going to interact with this? Ten of Swords reverse. You're going to say, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's not close the relationship between the two of us. I didn't betray you. Ten of Swords reverse. I didn't do anything bad. Let's see what else. King of Wands. I want to continue, but I think this is you telling your future spouse, I am overly attracted to you. You are the hottest person I've ever seen on planet Earth. Do you think I have an interest in somebody from the past? Come on, let's be real. So, because I see your energy, being the King of Wands, showing your interest. Now, regardless of if you're a man or a woman, you're going to show to your future spouse that you are pursuing them, that you want them, not anybody else, because this is an energy of a pursuer. So you are going to step into your masculine energy regardless of your gender, while your future spouse, regardless of their gender, they're stepping into a feminine energy of the Queen of Swords, defending themselves because they feel threatened clearly by this situation that you just communicated to them. So and that could even happen if you don't communicate it, and if this happens in front of their eyes, that's a trigger. If in front of their eyes you're walking and you bump into your ex, this is the trigger. So even if you are not communicating it and it's happening because it just happens with the two of you going together around, So Queen of Wands reverse, look at your future spouse. Yes, I know you are attracted to me, but I'm feeling completely insecure. This is what they're probably not going to say it, but that's their energy. So I'm telling you that their energy of the Queen of Wands reverse is an energy of being very insecure at that point, that even if you are telling them, look, I'm attracted to you, I don't want anybody else, I have passion for you, I don't want to have love, make sex with anybody else, why are you acting like this crazy? And they have lost it. They're insecure, they're wrapped up in their thoughts, they're not thinking right, because they're in the jealousy grip at that point. Death in reverse. So you're going to say, okay, hold on, I have to clarify the death in reverse. Let's see the bottom. Yeah, the Knight of Swords reverse. You're going to try to keep calm, because this situation is not as calm as you want it to be, and you're going to try not to jump to conclusions. You're going to try to kind of cool down the air, basically. Now let's clarify death in reverse, because I feel there is an energy of resistance of your future spouse. Kind of, yeah. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is their energy saying, well, this situation really made me feel as if I need to change things around and, become single, basically. Like, think about myself and myself only, and just rely on myself, basically. So your future spouse is kind of losing the grip of reality for me, honestly. They really jump into conclusions here, and yeah, they're like, yeah, let's break the marriage. But you're like, no, let's not break it. I mean, what are you talking about? Let me see the final outcome, if we can get a final outcome about this argument, especially if you showed friendliness to your let's say ex crush or ex partner. If you were friendly with them and nearly looked like you were flirting in the eyes, obviously in the jealous eyes of your future spouse, then they're going to really kind of lose the grip of reality. Look, the Seven of Cups again. What did I say? This is them being completely lost in the illusions. This is the foggy feelings, that the jealousy is making them feel. So their feelings are basically fogged, like they're in a fog. They're in an emotional fog because jealousy is making them blind to reality, strength. What is the outcome? Page of Pentacles reverse, the Emperor reverse, the Nine of Pentacles reverse, Justice. You're not going to break up. With the Justice in upright and the Nine of Pentacles reverse, you're not going to break up and part ways. I feel like you're going to say, let's be reasonable. Let's not be so controlling. You see the Emperor reverse. Let's not be controlling over each other. I mean, we need to understand that we have a strong bond. We have a strong bond, and so why are you even doubting this? Why are you having this hesitation? Why are you? And I feel like your future spouse will be quiet at the time when you tell these things. They're a little bit like they're not feeling like giving much back in return to your conversation. Let's clarify the, oh gosh, the Page of Pentacles. I have the 6. Okay, I want to reshuffle because I want to have a look at it, but reshuffle. 6 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 8 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Yeah, they're definitely anxious, and they definitely need to get over this anxiety that's overburdening them. Clarify this Page of Pentacles reverse. Why is the future spouse of pile number 3 acting? Yeah, they want to though make peace. At the end of the day, they want to make peace, but they're going to initially be a little bit stubborn about it, and then eventually they will melt into, okay, let's make peace, let's drop the burden, I'm not going to be so defensive anymore. Yes, I understand you're not cheating on me. And 6 of swords is in reverse. Yeah, I want to make peace, but there is kind of an energy of hesitation on how to make peace. And then the Lovers, I feel like you two are going to reconcile by each other's, differences in a way, by having some passionate encounter here. That's what I'm feeling. So yeah, now I want to also gather more energy here about your future spouse and you in this situation. So what's going to occur in this situation that stirs up jealousy between pile 3? Well, let's see pile 3's future spouse energy. Yeah, leaving. You see, they're so upset. Honestly, hold on, I need to cover up better these pictures. There. Yeah, they feel distraught. You see, that's the thing. They feel very insecure, very distraught, thinking that, oh, I don't have any other option but to leave. That's very sad, honestly, but that's their insecurity that's playing. So you don't have to let their insecurity run the show, if you know what I mean. Let's see your energy in response to this jealousy. This is so clear, honestly. These readings are coming through very, very easy for me, like clear as water, honestly. Like, yeah, you see, trust. You're going to answer, we love each other, we need to trust each other. What are we talking about here? Why are you acting crazy? And you're going to make love in a bathtub. What did I say? Yeah, the Lovers. You're going to make love and calm down, cool down the situation. Yeah, there is going to be definitely a essential reconciliation here of the argument. You know, that kind of kiss and make up sort of energies, like, oh yeah, let's just make nice sweet love to each other, and let's just show each other that we just want to be with each other. Let's see, Justice and the Queen of Swords. Look at the Queen of Swords coming out for the 3rd time. This is definitely your future spouse jealousy energy. When they get jealous, they get cutting, they get like defensive, they don't want, they listen, but they are very much like, I'm gonna make my own justice because I'm not gonna be treated bad by anyone. You know, you're not gonna treat me, you're gonna treat me right. That's what the Queen of Swords is saying. You're gonna treat me right. And that's your energy. I think your energy is like, but I want to treat you right. What are you thinking? You're in this illusion. Yeah, look. I love this. I'm going to cover it up. Hold on. Let me gather. Okay, I'm going to cover this with the card. I want to treat you right. And then you're going to make passionate love. The Knight of Wands. I am going to treat you right. Look. I'm going to give it all to you. It's all for you. This is nice. I like the conclusion. It's like, there is hesitation in reconciling, but finally you get there, you know. So this was your reading, pile 3. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like the video. If you like my style of reading, please subscribe the channel, as this really uplifts my spirit and and also helps, supports my work. Please leave me a comment. I'd love to know if you enjoyed this, if it was informative, if it was, for good advice and guidance. Please let me know if there are any other suggestions of readings you would like to see as well, and share this with anyone you think could benefit from watching it. Thank you so much, and have a great day.